Hello YouTube, Ben and TJ back again with our third installation of the BT14 preview. Today we will be talking about Yellow. Woo! And I think both of us are very excited for this particular one, so this should be a good one.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. If you haven't checked out our other ones, which are red and blue at the time of recording, the links to the videos will be in the description down below. Check them out. Let us know what you think. Hopefully you guys enjoy what we have to say. As before, you know, the point of these videos is to just give a quick preview of the cards, as well as to like just maybe, you know, if those go into pre-releases and whatnot, just help you guys get a little bit more information about what to look forward to. So without further ado, let's hop right into the egg. And the first card will be Tokomon. It is the yellow egg of the set, inheritable of once per turn. When a card is added to your security stack, draw one. I think pretty decent, particularly with the archetype it wants to do for, you know, the Anamons and the Edamons and whatnot. I think it's like the perfect egg for that.
I agree. Good card. I think a lot of yellow strategies now too, as we're moving forward, definitely have a lot more adding something to security and then either pulling something out or just recovery in general. Definitely seems to be the more sort of focus point. So it could probably be like new best egg for drawing and stuff, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Next card. But yeah. Next card. Almon, first rookie of the set. Play cost of 3, 2000 DP. Digivolves for 0 over any yellow level 2. No sort of main effect on himself, but does have the inherited effect of when attacking once per turn, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2000 DP for the turn. So I think just decent generic card. I mean, minus 2k is always nice. It'll be good for pre-release. Won't really see play in any other deck, most likely.
That is one cheeky looking mofo, though. Look at him. Look at him cheesing.
Almon's so cute. I used to think he was a champion when I was a kid. Like, I thought he was level 4. Because I saw the episode where he's looking over the like the digi eggs and stuff. I thought he was like a grown ass man. Anyways, next card.
Next card is Truman. He is a 3 play cost. 0 to Digivolve over any level 2 or Digi Egg, black or yellow. 1k DP. On play, he adds the top card of your security stack to your hand. Then you may place one card with Sukon in its name from your hand at the top of your security stack. And then inheritable effect of on deletion, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3k DP for the turn. I think just another support card for Poop deck, and a pretty decent one at that too.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's definitely one of the better cards for the deck, especially with some of the cards we get with this set. It does a lot. It's very good.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yep. Next card. Let me correct myself here because I keep on doing play cost DP and then Digivolve cost. Let me format myself here so people don't get driven up a wall for my fellow OCD homies out there. Pamon, the yellow SR rookie of this, the cutest boy, really. Play cost of 3, can Digivolve for 0 over any yellow level 2, and has 1 KDP. Has the effect of start of your main phase. Look at your security stack. This Digimon may Digivolve into a yellow Digimon card with the vaccine trait among them without paying the cost. Then, because that wasn't enough already, shuffle your security stack. If Digivolved with this effect, you may place one yellow card with the vaccine trait from your hand at the bottom of your security stack. And then has the inherited effect of your turn once per turn. When a card is added to your security stack, gain 1 memory. So good.
Wow.
So good, dude. I mean, just being able to get security information and a free digi potentially is huge, and also cycling security too, and sort of setting yourself up for future turns.
Because arguably, I mean, without getting too distracted and like just going into the whole vaccine deck itself, I mean, like the one thing that I feel like archetypes like this struggled with was like pace, right? You know, you had to like play cards, you had to Digivolve, and a lot of times you're just hard playing stuff and you're doing your thing, but it really lacked the tempo and the speed to keep up with a lot of the like quick hitters. And this just like does all of that all in one.
Yellow is definitely falling a bit behind on the speed train, but definitely look forward to probably a potential yellow vaccine deck profile or deck discussion in the future.
100%. Moving on to the next card, which will be Sukon. He is a 3 to play, 2 cost to Digivolve over any level 3 black or yellow card, 1k DP. Has a security effect, so at the end of the battle, you play this card without paying the cost. An inheritable effect of on deletion, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3k for the turn. Again, just another added piece for Poop Deck, which again, arguably is a pretty good one. Being able to cycle security with Truman, have this guy come out of security potentially, and be just another body on the field is, I think, super nice.
Yeah, and you know, we're starting to get two different poop decks here too. We're gonna have Suka Poop and Nume Poop, so that'll be interesting. But this card is very good for Suka. Definitely does everything you want it to do. It's a perfect card for the deck. I think almost everything that comes out of this set is like a 4 of almost for the deck, if not at least like 2 or 3.
Yeah, for sure. Moving on.
Yep. Next card. We have Unimon. Very, very good art. Play cost of 4. Can Digivolve for 2 over any yellow level 3. And has 5k DP. And just has barrier, which, you know, I have choice words for barrier that I will refrain from saying. But like, you know, it's fine. It's barrier starting to get some cards that work better with the strategy, but it might be okay in pre-release.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. I just think there's just not enough around barrier to give it much, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see what next sets show. But for now, it's just in like the category.
Agreed.
Alrighty, next is Kentarumon. It is a 5 play cost, 2 to Digivolve over yellow level 3, 5k DP, and when Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3k DP for the turn. Inheritable effect of when attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2k DP for the turn. That is a once per turn effect. I think a pretty generic card for the archetype. Pretty decent, I think, in pre-release if you're able to, you know, neg 3k DP and do other shenanigans potentially. So not bad, but otherwise just pretty standard.
Yeah, Kentarumon and Unimon are both such cool Digimon that I wish would get like good cards, not just generic cards or vanillas.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But moving on. First level 5, we get to our yellow ace SR, Magna Angemon Ace. Play cost of 4, can Digivolve for 3 over any yellow level 4, and has 8k DP. Has of course the hand counter blast Digivolve effect that we've talked about with ace cards before already, where if your opponent swings, you can use the counter effect to Digivolve over a level 4 during your opponent's turn, and yada yada. Has the effects of on play when Digivolving if you have 5. On play or when Digivolving, sorry. If you have 5 or fewer security cards, recover 1. Then one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 1000 DP for each card in your security stack for the turn. So pretty good. In my opinion, I think he is probably the best ace next to Zudo. I mean, being able to just play for 4 and recover 1 just makes him kind of just better than like the BT1 Magna Anja. Even if you do have the risk of losing that memory, it doesn't really matter, I think, most of the time. But also he just can control board a little bit too with his on play, and he's works when Digivolving as well, so he's just good.
Yeah, I really like him. I think he's almost like a power crept OG Magna Angemon in a way.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, I think moving on, we've got Edamon, 7 play cost, 4 to Digivolve over level 4. But does have the key text of Digivolve for a cost of 3 from a level 4 with Sukon in name. 7k DP, has a security effect. If you have 3 or more cards with Sukomon in their name in your trash, you may play 1 level 6 Digimon with Edamon in its name from your hand without paying the play cost. And then on deletion, place this card at the bottom of your security stack. Inheritable effect of on deletion, place 1 Edamon from your trash at the bottom of your security stack. I think pretty good for the deck too. I mean, like you were saying before, like probably a staple 4 of moving forward.
Yeah,
for that variant of the deck.
Being able to recur himself, or you know, or being able to recur level 6 Edamons into security, or sorry, play level 6 Edamons from your hand when he comes out of security, and being able to put himself in security for that effect to resolve as well if he dies on the board. Like, he's just good. He's a good card. It also is impeccable to me how Bandai manages to get away with drawing the bulge on him every time.
I didn't even notice that. God damn
every time. Once you notice it, it's glaring. It's never going to go away.
No.
I've done this to you, and I'm sorry. but I'm also
forever gonna see that now.
And to everyone who watches this video,
you're welcome. You're welcome.
But yeah, definitely good card. Very good card.
Yeah.
His inheritable is very good too.
Yeah, for sure.
Moving on. Next card. Monzemon. Play cost of 7. Can digivolve for 4 from any level, or yellow level 4. But also has the key text of digivolving for 3 from any level 4 with Numamon in name. Has Armor Purge, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
And then has on play by placing 1 Digimon card with Numamon in its name from your trash as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. Gain 2 memory. And then has the inherited effect of your turn while this Digimon has Numamon or Monzemon in its name. It gains security attack +1. So works with the Shin Monzai from RB1 or the Platinum Numamon from this set. For the inherited effect. On play effect, you can very easily tuck the Numamon from this set under it. And it can be any Numamon really in general because it's just Numamon in name. 5-drop level 5 with Armor Purge is pretty good. That's not bad.
Pretty solid. Pretty solid.
Yeah.
Next, we've got old man Gigimon. He's a 11 play cost, 3 to digivolve or level 5, 11k DP. He has an on play and when digivolving effect to place 1 Tamer card from your hand on top of your security stack. All turns once per turn. When your Tamer is played, you may play 1 level 3 Digimon from your hand without paying the play cost. Kind of similar to like I think most of Gigimon's effects, like just throughout the game, right? Where you can just like manipulate Tamer cards and then just like kind of poop out bodies.
Yeah, agreed.
So I think pretty standard Gigimon. I don't think it's gonna see a lot of meta play. Might be decent in pre-release if you have the right cards to go with it, but otherwise it's just like he's there.
Tamers for it.
Pretty nice art though.
There. Yeah, the art's very nice. If only he was nice. But you know what is nice? Seraphimon. Good old Seraphimon. Play cost of 12. Digivolves for 4 over any yellow level 5. Has 12k DP. Has 1 Digivolving, just recover 1. Just base. And then all turns, once per turn, when a card is added to your security stack, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 7,000 DP. And this Digimon gets security attack +1 for the turn. So, really good. Recovering 1 lets him utilize like Patamon's inheritable, along with a lot of the other effects and inheritables we'll see. The new TKs as well in the set can benefit off him. He's a very, very good top end for Yellow Vaccine. Has the aggression that you want, board control, and sustain.
And it's just a beautiful art.
And it's a beautiful art. Absolutely.
And I think arguably too, like similar to Magna Angemon, like just a power crept OG Seraphi.
Yeah.
Recovery definitely. 1, and then now you get that security attack with sort of like an added component to it.
Yeah.
And he's got more DP, so I mean, I
feels like they looked at those cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like they looked at those cards and were like, yeah, we did pretty well with this, but we can do a bit better now.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Next, moving on to our Tamer, Mr. TK. He's a 3 play cost. On play, by adding the top card of your security stack to your hand, you may place 1 yellow card with the vaccine trait from your hand to the bottom of your security stack. During your turn, when a card is added to security, by suspending this Tamer, gain a memory. Holy moly. This guy.
A lot.
Yeah.
Good card. I mean,
excellent.
Just interacts
card,
perfectly with what the deck wants to do, right? And is gonna be able to cycle security, gain you memory off of your other effects. Like he's good.
Yeah, like, and again, without getting too in depth to the vaccine deck itself, you know, I think he's just like the whole point of vaccine, it looks like, is basically to like cycle through your security, manipulate it almost to a T. And I think he, along with Pata and everything, you're going to be seeing that a lot, right? Like going, like looking at stuff, putting it in security, taking stuff out, and just like cycle.
Yeah.
So he's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Moving on from the 1 yellow Tamer we have in the set, we're onto our options now. With the 1 cost option that will probably also get restricted to 1 at some point. Maybe. We'll see. Hopefully not. Yellow needs some W's right now.
Yeah.
Messenger of Hope. Play cost of 1, has the effect of main, look at your security stack. One of your Digimon may Digivolve into a level 6 or lower yellow Digimon card with the vaccine trait among them without paying the cost. Then, shuffle your security stack. If your Digimon Digivolved with this effect and you have a Tamer with TK Takaishi in its name, recover 1. So one cost option that lets you Digivolve for 1 into anything, pretty much, as long as it's level 6 or lower in yellow with vaccine, which is like, I mean, that's so many cards in yellow. That's so easy to meet.
Yeah.
And then it recovers a card if you have TK on board, which both the old BT1 TK, the memory setter, and the new TK are perfect for this deck and perfect for most yellow decks in general.
TK card.
Sorry, I forgot to read the security effect, which is you can play a Patamon from your hand or trash without paying the cost, and then add this card to your hand. So you're going to be able to shoot out a rookie that can potentially Digivolve for free, and then Digivolve for 1 into a level 5 or 6, depending on how you're sitting on memory next turn. So it's just good. It's just a very good option.
As we talked about yellow lacking gas. Here we
Yeah. Yeah, there's the gas.
But yeah, I think it's an excellent card. I really hope it doesn't get restricted, but we'll see.
Agreed.
Next is Heaven's Knuckle. It is a 4-cost option to play. Main effect, you can choose to activate one of the following effects. One of your opponent's Digimon gets 6k DP, minus 6k DP for the turn. That's your first choice. Second choice is by deleting one of your Angemon, place one of your opponent's Digimon at the bottom of their security stack. Security effect is basically just to activate the main effect. So I think this is a perfect transition into talking about Angemon. But I think, just to summarize the option, I think it's a pretty decent one. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's like super busted, but like it's decent.
Yeah. I agree. It's basically just sort of like a more consistent variant of like the effects that Angemon already has.
Yeah.
But is a good option. But if there's
Speaking
nothing
of
else on the
Angemon.
option, speaking of Angemon and the effects that he already has, Angemon, our second secret of the set, last secret of the set, because we already talked about War Greymon in the red video. Play cost of 6, can Digivolve for 3 over any yellow level 3, but has the key text of Digivolving for 2 from a Patamon. Has 6 KDP, has the 1 attacking effect. By deleting this Digimon, you can activate one of the following effects. The first effect you can activate is you can place one of your opponent's Digimon with the virus trait at the bottom of their security stack. The second effect you can choose to activate is one of your opponent's Digimon gets a minus 5 KDP for the turn. And then he also has on deletion, place this card at the bottom of your security stack. Then if you have a Tamer, you may hatch a Digi-Egg in your breeding area. And it has the inherited effect as well, because all of that wasn't already enough. On deletion, place one yellow card with the vaccine trait from your hand at the bottom of your security stack. So, I mean, the inheritable is just going to be good in case you lose the stack that he's a part of. If you don't, opt to delete him with his 1 attacking. His 1 attacking effects are a bit more restrictive or not as impactful as the options effects are. However, he does have the on deletion effect of, because he'll be able to do that, delete himself, either put a virus to bottom of security or minus 5k, and then he'll be able to go ahead and just hatch a Digi-Egg and get you ready for your next stack, which is so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, I think you summarized it pretty nicely. He's just so good for the deck. From a pre-release standpoint, I know a lot of this like sort of color archetype in general, we don't really see a lot of like pre-release like good cards. I think we see a lot of like vaccine or poop deck cards, which I think is fine. But I mean, I think Angemon is definitely just so good for vaccine. So good.
And this art is so good. Spare Ribs, man, such a good artist. That man cooks. Or woman, I don't know the gender.
But yeah, it's a beautiful art. The alt art is also just fire.
Yeah, reminiscent of Lucimon's.
Yeah.
Alt art, That's Secret from BT...
3? No, what am I talking about? 4.
BT4, yeah.
But yeah, that wraps up yellow. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully this kind of shed some light on some of the yellow cards that we'll be seeing in this upcoming set. The next video will be up hopefully in the next couple days. We'll be talking about green at that time. I'll link the videos to red and blue in the description down below. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.